Diddy and trying to distance himself from everything Diddy did. Jaden Smith, Justin Bieber, and even Diddy's own son were all influenced by Diddy, and no one did anything to stop the situation. Will Smith has been involved with Diddy for decades.
But the world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I say, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff, but. You know, that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
And before Diddy's arrest, both Will and Jada were regulars at Diddy's exclusive parties. Allegedly, Will used to take Jaden with him to these parties and wanted Diddy to help grow Jaden's career. Will was willing to do whatever it took, and his actions are finally being exposed. Now Will may try to deny the allegations, but he can't get rid of the evidence. Jimmy Kimmel even mentioned on live TV that Will was involved with Diddy. There are rumors that Will Smith is actually gay. His ex-executive assistant claims that he even caught Will Smith cheating on Jada with a man. Seeing your father cheat on your mom is sure to affect your childhood. Just look at how uncomfortable Jada appears when Will says, "Only a man knows what a man needs." He seems aware of what Will is into. Allegedly, Will Smith did more than just cheat on Jada. Jaguar Wright claims that everyone—
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
in the industry knew that Will Smith's dark secret was much bigger. Jada knew about it too, but she did nothing to stop it. This is actually why Jaden decided to step away from Hollywood altogether. He realized that Hollywood was not what it seemed. Jaden Smith and Justin Bieber were both impacted by powerful figures in the industry, and it changed their lives. Both of them were affected, and the adults were—
Miss Pinkett, you look fantastic.
All right, good to see you. We gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blocking traffic. I'm sorry.
What do you say about the allegations? There's like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
responsible for protecting them didn't care as long as they were making money. Everyone saw how Justin and Jaden were acting strangely, but no one realized what was happening to them. Parents in Hollywood don't always prioritize their children's well-being, and this is a story we've all heard again and again. Freddie P., an artist who was involved with Diddy and later blackballed, says that he witnessed—
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, "Hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this." So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, what? But I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fucked down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
witnessed extremely suspicious behavior between Diddy and his adopted son. What was Diddy doing to Quincy and why didn't anyone try to stop it? Shockingly, it wasn't just Diddy who had a negative impact on Justin Bieber. Everyone around him was either complicit or enabling the situation. Justin was being taken to these exclusive parties when he was just 16 years old. There are even videos of Justin looking disoriented.
Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything. Bilal told me, Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview. He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden, Bashir, and he raped Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
With adults laughing around him and pressuring him to continue. According to sources, it's possible that Will Smith was caught on Diddy's tapes. Keep in mind that Diddy had 250 cameras installed all over his house. Sources close to Diddy have already confirmed that Will Smith is on the tapes that the FBI confiscated. Will knows that it's only a matter of
When I'm at school, sometimes my dad will just pull his pants down.
Hey!
Will is always, Will is always playing. He plays.
Okay.
Kiss my son. Kiss my son. Jaden, come on.
Jaden jumped up and ran.
No, not on the set he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set he'll try to kiss me or anywhere else.
So what do you think? Is Jaden still too old to get kissed by his bureau dad?
I love Justin Bieber, that's just a fact.
Well, talk about brotherly love. You couldn't miss this moment on your feeds. Justin Bieber giving pal Jaden Smith a kiss on the cheek at Coachella.
I'm having a good time.
The now viral video shows Jaden sneaking up from behind the Biebs, grabbing his waist for a little dance, and then there's this, Justin sweetly giving his bro a kiss, something that's become the talk of the internet.
He's really just like a brother to me.
Yeah, these two go way back.
everything comes to light. So he's doing everything he can to try and distance himself from the situation. More and more videos of Justin Bieber and Diddy are coming out, and they're all worse than the last. Recently, Justin Bieber gave an interview on Apple TV, and he started crying midway through while talking about his childhood. Justin says that he still feels shame because of what happened. He was just a kid and no one...
That nigga named Freaky Man. I look at his kids and everything. It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know. Like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody because his legacy, his manhood gonna be, and not only that,
that Diddy wanted Justin, and in an attempt to stay in his favor, he let it happen. Now, the real reason why Usher was following Diddy and handing Justin over to him was because Usher had...
Justin Bieber turned 15, and it suddenly seemed that Hollywood was keen to almost initiate him. I think that's the right word. Like, there was almost like this initiation that he needed to go through. So I want you to be now super uncomfortable and watch this video of an interaction between him and none other than Diddy. Take a listen.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
The past with him too. Usher's mom sent him to live with Diddy when he was just 13 years old. He was sent to Puffy Flavor Camp, and the things he saw there left a lasting impact on him. Usher has even said that he was just 13 when Diddy taught him things he wasn't prepared for. Allegedly, there are tapes of Will Smith, Justin Bieber, Jaden Smith, and even Jada involved in
Welcome to the family, John.
Claims. Anyways, I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Evie Magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face. All right, now it's time to...
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't go. Okay, imagine
certain activities with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, these tapes are being sold on the dark web for hundreds of millions of dollars. All of this footage is what the feds will use as evidence to put Diddy behind bars. Diddy is going to end up in prison and his sons might face consequences as well. Both Christian and Quincy Combs were involved with Diddy and were regulars at his exclusive parties. According to Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy's sons were responsible.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business?
Taking part in questionable activities. Lil Rod also claims that Diddy or his son Justin was involved in an incident where someone named G was injured in a bathroom at Chalice Recording Studio in Los Angeles in September 2022. His lawsuit includes pictures of
To the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber to him, and then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
Now, the real reason why Usher was following Diddy and handing Justin over to him was because Usher was a victim too. Usher's mom sent Usher to live with Diddy when Usher was just 13 years old. Usher was sent to Puffy Flavor Camp, and the things that Usher saw scarred him forever. Usher has even said that he was just 13 when Diddy taught him and showed him sex.
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not gonna speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some programs, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent her to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time.
Describes an incident at a yacht party in December 2022. Omar, who worked as a bartender, alleges that Christian Combs pressured her to drink a shot of tequila that she suspected had been spiked.
Well, considering that the is selling his own evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder, why would he sell darknet his tapes of
was also apparently solicited and a freak-off ensued. As an aside, this is the same night that Lil Rod alleges Diddy forced him to take a laced shot. He started to feel lightheaded and then woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, naked next to a sex worker. It's important to note Justin Combs is listed as a defendant on this case because, according to Lil Rod, he facilitated Diddy's alleged RICO enterprise and at times participated.
Once Omar began to lose consciousness, Christian allegedly prevented her from leaving and took advantage of her. Will Smith may try to distance himself, but the truth is catching up with him and with Diddy. As more people come forward and more evidence surfaces, it's only a matter of time before those responsible face consequences. But what do you think? Do you believe Will Smith is truly guilty, or is he just another Hollywood star caught in the crossfire? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, stay tuned because
According to court documents, it happened on September 12th, 2022, outside Diddy's Chalice Studios. Lil Rod says Diddy, his son Justin, and Justin's friend who went by G were all there when things got heated. Lil Rod says he heard multiple gunshots ring out and later found G on the bathroom floor in the fetal position. Lil Rod says he was bleeding out of his hip and leg area. Lil Rod says he was applying pressure to G's wounds and then asked the crowd to call an ambulance. At that point, both Diddy and Justin Combs disappeared to another part of the studio. Diddy then gave strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Mr. Jones to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant. So that specific allegation involves Diddy's son Justin, but another allegation and entirely separate civil lawsuit involves his other son Christian, or King Combs. Grace Omar K alleges that Christian Combs sexually assaulted her on a yacht in December 2022, and she says it was facilitated by Diddy.
Diddy and trying to distance himself from everything Diddy did. Jaden Smith, Justin Bieber, and even Diddy's own son were all influenced by Diddy, and no one did anything to stop the situation. Will Smith has been involved with Diddy for decades.
Don't touch my legs like that. Markey then says that she told Christian she couldn't stay with him unless it was approved by a supervisor, all of whom she knew would be asleep at the time.
Women are afraid to speak up because they'll be blacklisted. Men are afraid to speak up because either they're out of the same fear or they just think, well, this is the way the system works.
I think there are people that say, hey, this is how it works, pure and simple, and this is why I got into it, and this is why I have power. This is how it works, and you have to understand that. That does not carry the day. Complicity is also complicity. The people who know, well, look, this is how we do business, and that's what it's got to be done. I'm sorry it's like that. So beware. That's also present, without a doubt. But it does not carry the day. There's also people that were afraid to speak out, who were victims, that did not go forward, that signed, negotiated settlement deals of which a non-disclosure agreement was part and parcel to it. That also does not carry the day.
Allegedly prevented her from leaving and took advantage of her. Will Smith may try to distance himself, but the truth is catching up with him and with Diddy. As more people come forward and more evidence surfaces, it's only a matter of time before those responsible face consequences. But what do you think? Do you believe Will Smith is truly guilty, or is he just another Hollywood star caught in the crossfire? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, stay tuned because this story is far from over.